Forget what the media says, there's a quarterback quietly taking over Cleveland. Early mornings, no cameras, just work. Respect is earned, influence is claimed, and the locker room is his. Week 1 isn't up for debate anymore, and everyone watching is about to see a silent takeover unfold. Shedeur not just playing football, he's rewriting the rules. But can anyone in that room actually stop him, or is this just the beginning of his reign? Every day in Cleveland, something is shifting quietly, but it's impossible to ignore if you're paying attention. Shedeur Sanders isn't just showing up. He's arriving early long before anyone else, tossing the ball, studying film, meeting teammates, and building timing like the quarterback who owns the job already. No cameras, no interviews, no headlines, just work. And that work is speaking louder than any press conference ever could. The media keeps spinning stories, expecting hesitation, expecting rookie mistakes, expecting Shedeur to flinch. But that's not what's happening. Instead, he's moving with confidence, precision, and a focus that makes it clear. This is his locker room, his system, his opportunity, and he knows it. What outsiders see as silence is actually strategy. Every quiet throw, every private meeting, every interaction with teammates is cementing his position, and those inside the building are noticing. Todd Monken isn't just standing by, he's opening doors, guiding Sanders, and letting him grow into the offense without holding him back. The difference from last year is stark. Under Kevin Stefanski, opportunities were limited, progress slowed, and talent was stifled. Now Monken is letting Sanders rise, and it's making a huge difference, not just on the field but in the room. Confidence radiates, leadership radiates, and it's infectious. Even teammates who weren't close before are starting to pay attention. Titans like Titus Howard are noticing the way Sanders commands attention without demanding it. Howard has openly said it. The kid has talent, leadership, and confidence. He's a quarterback people want to go to battle with. And that's exactly the kind of support that changes the dynamic in a quarterback room. No rookie, no third or fourth round pick, no veteran distraction can match that presence. The media doesn't see it yet. They're still trying to control the narrative, still doubting him, still spreading noise. But in reality, the locker room, the facility, the team, they all know what's happening. Shedeur Sanders isn't just showing up. He's taking control, building influence, earning respect, and making it obvious. Week 1 starter isn't a question, it's a statement. And here's the kicker, the outside world isn't ready for this takeover. The quiet domination is happening, and once the spotlight hits, everyone will realize that Shedeur wasn't just prepared to play, he was prepared to own Cleveland from day 1. Todd Monken's arrival in Cleveland didn't just bring a new playbook, it brought a new mindset, and Shedeur Sanders is the first to benefit. The way Monken is handling this quarterback situation is unlike anything fans have seen in Cleveland recently. Instead of pressure, criticism, or playing politics, Monken is opening doors, giving Sanders the space to grow, and quietly reshaping the quarterback room from the inside out. Monken isn't micromanaging every throw. He isn't letting outside noise dictate decisions. Instead, he's observing, coaching, and empowering. Every meeting, every practice, every session with Sanders is carefully calculated to build confidence, skill, and trust. This isn't just about X's and O's, it's about mindset, leadership, and creating an environment where a quarterback can thrive. And Sanders is thriving. Contrast this with the Stefanski era. Opportunities were limited, progress slowed, and momentum was stifled. Back then, the quarterback room was tangled in favoritism and old loyalties, leaving talented players like Sanders waiting for doors to open that never fully did. Monken sees talent differently. He recognizes potential, he rewards effort, and he refuses to let politics or ego dictate who gets the chance to compete. Media reports paint Sanders as a quiet rookie, almost invisible, while the headlines obsess over who might be in control. But those who are actually in the building see something completely different. Sanders isn't quiet, he's focused. He isn't invisible, he's commanding. And Monken's support amplifies that. Every encouragement, every tailored coaching session, every nod of approval strengthens Sanders' position, both on the field and in the locker room. Monken's approach is subtle, but it's deadly effective. It's not about drama or press conferences, it's about preparation and execution. Sanders is getting the tools, the guidance, and the trust he needs to turn talent into dominance. And the results are clear. Teammates are noticing the shift, veterans are following his lead, and even rookies are recognizing the hierarchy in the room. Monken is giving Sanders more than coaching. He's giving him authority, influence, and the freedom to assert control without fighting battles he doesn't need. The Browns' media is confused. The headlines are loud, the speculation is endless, but Monken and Sanders aren't reacting. They're too busy building a reality that the press doesn't understand yet. Every day in Berea is another day that Sanders solidifies his position. Monken's quiet, methodical support is reshaping the narrative before anyone else has a say. And here's the truth that outsiders are missing. Monken isn't just supporting Sanders, he's setting a new standard for leadership in Cleveland. This isn't just about one quarterback, it's about changing a culture one practice at a time, and Sanders is the first player to benefit from it. The Cleveland media expected hesitation. They expected rookie uncertainty. They expected a quarterback fumbling through his first days under Todd Monken. What they got instead was Shedeur Sanders showing up every single day, early, focused, and unapologetically in control. No cameras, no interviews, no theatrics, just work. And that silence, it's louder than any press conference. While reporters scramble for headlines and analysts spin narratives, Sanders is building momentum that no article can capture. Every throw, every meeting with teammates, every film session is a step in asserting dominance. The media misreads it as quiet compliance or inexperience, but the people inside the building know the truth. Sanders is taking command. The optics they chase don't match reality. Doubt is a weapon the media loves to wield, but here it's backfiring. Rex Ryan and other pundits spread stories of a distracted, hesitant rookie trying to undermine the rising star. He's sitting in the back of rooms, they claim. He's not leading, he's not in control. And yet, those closest to the team see exactly the opposite. Players meet him. Veterans like Titus Howard train with him. They see confidence, command, and leadership in action. The disconnect between perception and reality is widening with every passing day. This outside noise doesn't slow Sanders down, it sharpens him. Every doubter, every headline that misses the mark only reinforces his focus. Teammates notice. The locker room energy is shifting. People who once might have questioned his readiness are now buying in, recognizing his authority and influence. The rookie isn't just surviving, he's thriving. It's a rare combination. A player who commands respect without demanding it, who influences without shouting, and who builds allegiance quietly but powerfully. Sanders' presence makes others follow him naturally. And when your quarterback earns that kind of trust, every play, every snap, every critical moment becomes a team effort built around him. The narrative outside Cleveland can say what it wants, but the locker room, the true heart of the team, already knows who's in charge. This isn't just a story of a rookie rising, it's a story of perception versus reality. Media misreads, outside doubt, and endless speculation are crashing against the reality inside Berea, and Sanders is the rock holding the tide. Week by week, practice by practice, he's proving the doubters wrong. And the most shocking part? The people creating the noise are losing control of the story entirely. Shedeur Sanders isn't just playing football, he's commanding it. And by the time the first game kicks off, those outside the building will finally have no choice but to see what the team already knows. Inside the Browns facility, something is shifting quietly but unmistakably. Shedeur Sanders isn't just showing up, he's showing out. Every player who steps into the building notices it immediately. It's not about the flashy plays or the highlight reels. It's the way he moves through the locker room, the way he earns attention without demanding it, and the way his confidence radiates so strongly that it changes the energy around him. Veterans and rookies alike are seeing a different kind of leadership, one that can't be taught or coached. Titus Howard, newly acquired and just getting his bearings, noticed it instantly. "I met Shedeur last week," he said, "and the confidence, the command, the presence, he's got it all. You don't need to be told to respect him, it happens naturally." That respect is spreading fast, and it isn't limited to Howard. Teammates who were previously indifferent or cautious are now drawn to Sanders' energy, eager to follow his lead. This isn't about favoritism or hype. Sanders has endured the kind of obstacles most rookies never face. He's been slowed down, held back, and questioned at every turn, yet none of it broke him. If anything, it made him sharper, more focused, and more dangerous on the field. Every practice, every meeting, every interaction shows he's not just talented, he's untouchable in mindset, and the locker room is taking notice. Players see a quarterback who thrives under pressure, who commands attention not through words but through action. What's happening inside the facility is in stark contrast to what the media is saying. Headlines are filled with doubt, speculation, and criticism, but the team sees reality. The confidence Sanders carries isn't performative, it's earned. It's the result of dedication, resilience, and an unshakable belief in his own ability. And that belief is contagious. Players are motivated by his presence. They know that supporting him isn't just part of the job, it's being part of something bigger. The narrative outside Cleveland may still focus on rookies, controversies, and hypotheticals, but inside the locker room, the story is clear. Shedeur Sanders has claimed authority. Week 1 isn't a question, it's a statement. He's not just another quarterback on the roster. He's the leader the Browns didn't just find, they earned him. And anyone stepping into that facility now knows who runs the room, who sets the tone, and who the team follows when the lights come on. Shedeur isn't asking for respect, he's earning it. And that shift inside the locker room is the start of a takeover no headline can capture, yet everyone watching will soon have to catch up. Week 1 may be months away, but inside the Browns quarterback room the story is already written. Shedeur Sanders isn't just participating, he's setting the standard. Every rep, every drill, every team meeting shows that this room is his to command. The rookies who entered with confidence quickly realize that talent alone isn't enough. They see a player who has been tested, pushed down, and doubted, and yet stands taller, sharper, and more composed than anyone around him. The contrast is immediate. Deshaun Watson, long touted by media narratives as the default starter, is absent from this energy. Injuries, off-field distractions, and a history of inconsistency have left him on the outside looking in. Sanders doesn't need to fight for attention, it finds him. He doesn't need to announce dominance, his presence alone makes it clear. The quarterback room reacts not because of who is drafted or signed, but because of who is truly leading. Even the backups, rookies drafted in the 3rd and 4th rounds, quickly grasp the hierarchy. Stepping into that room, they recognize the authority Sanders carries. It isn't arrogance, it's earned respect. And it isn't fleeting, it's rooted in performance, preparation, and a rare understanding of how a quarterback shapes the culture around him. Every glance, every word, every action from Shedeur reinforces the reality. This room answers to him. Coaches have noticed it too. Todd Monken isn't forcing leadership or handing out roles. He's allowing it to emerge naturally, letting Sanders grow into the system at his own pace. The alignment between coach and quarterback is evident, and it amplifies Sanders' influence. When veterans like Tytus Howard respond with excitement and readiness to go to battle, it sends a signal. The locker room sees the future clearly. This isn't a situation where the media's hype matches reality. Outside the facility, stories spin about potential, speculation, and imagined rivalries. Inside, the truth is undeniable. Sanders leads. He earns trust without fanfare, influences teammates without micromanaging, and controls the room without ever raising his voice. The quarterback room isn't just a position on a depth chart, it's a kingdom, and Shedeur is king. Every snap, every practice, every interaction reinforces it. Sanders isn't just playing football, he's establishing authority, solidifying respect, and claiming a future that was previously doubted by outsiders. Week 1 starter, it's already decided. And anyone who enters that room now understands one undeniable fact. Until someone proves otherwise, the quarterback room belongs to Shedeur Sanders. Influence isn't given in the NFL, it's earned. And Shedeur Sanders is proving that every single day. This isn't just about throwing passes or making plays, it's about commanding a room, shaping culture, and getting teammates to believe in a shared vision. And the way Sanders does it, quietly, methodically, and with an authority that doesn't need to announce itself. While rookies and backups are trying to find their footing, Sanders is already establishing the rules. Players like Tytus Howard notice immediately. It's not just the skill that impresses, it's the confidence, the poise, the way Sanders carries himself without a single wasted gesture. Leadership like this is magnetic. It draws teammates in, earns respect, and forces everyone else to adjust. No rookie hype, no media narrative, no previous reputations can compete with presence like that. This influence ripples through the locker room. Veterans who may have been skeptical of a rookie suddenly find themselves inspired. They're not just backing him up, they're invested in his success. Every meeting, every throw, every discussion becomes a building block in establishing Sanders not just as a player, but as the focal point of the team's identity. And that matters more than anyone outside the facility realizes. Meanwhile, the media keeps spinning stories, trying to control the narrative with speculation and noise. But inside the Browns facility, the reality is clear. Sanders is the quarterback everyone looks to when the pressure is on. His teammates trust him, follow him, and elevate their own games because he's earned that influence. Leadership here isn't about words, it's about results, presence, and consistency. Sanders delivers all three in spades. Even the coaches are noticing it. Todd Monken isn't micromanaging leadership, he's letting it grow naturally, and the result is undeniable. Sanders' ability to influence the room shifts the entire dynamic. When a quarterback can quietly command respect from both rookies and veterans, the competition becomes secondary, the culture itself bends to their leadership. What's remarkable is how Sanders earned all of this under pressure. Past setbacks, doubts, and blocked opportunities could have broken him, but instead they sharpened him. Every practice, every team interaction, every meeting reinforces that he isn't just a player in the system, he is the system's leader. Week 1 may still be months away, but inside that building the truth is already set. Sanders doesn't just play the position, he owns the influence. He leads with presence, power, and unshakable authority. And anyone who enters that room now sees it instantly. This is his domain, and until someone proves otherwise, the quarterback room belongs to Shedeur Sanders. While Shedeur Sanders is quietly building his dominance in Cleveland, the media is doing what it does best, spinning stories, creating drama, and trying to control the narrative. Headlines scream about controversy, about rival quarterbacks, and about supposed locker room tension, but the reality inside the facility is completely different. Sanders isn't waiting for validation. He isn't distracted by rumors or opinion pieces. He's putting in the work every day, letting his actions speak louder than any article ever could. Contrast that with Dylan Gabriel, the so-called Stefanski guy left over from last season. Gabriel spent months undermining Sanders, spreading doubt and trying to manipulate perception. He thought he could control the room, the narrative, and even the coaches. But Todd Monken has made it crystal clear those games are over. Gabriel's time in Cleveland is finished. His influence, his schemes, and his attempts to play victim are irrelevant now. While outsiders obsess over hypotheticals, Sanders is already claiming the space Gabriel once tried to dominate. The media keeps peddling stories about competition and what-ifs, trying to create drama where there is none. Deshaun Watson gets name-dropped as a contender, despite injuries, distractions, and scandals that have made him far more of a liability than a solution. Analysts debate, fans speculate, but anyone actually paying attention to daily practice, meetings, and player interactions knows the truth. Sanders isn't just participating, he's controlling the room. Every throw, every command, every quiet interaction reinforces that he's not just present, he's the leader. Inside the facility, teammates recognize the difference immediately. Titus Howard isn't just impressed, he's energized, ready to commit, and eager to support Sanders. Veteran players see that he earned this respect. They aren't following a narrative, they're following a quarterback who has proven that his mindset, work ethic, and leadership aren't negotiable. Meanwhile, Gabriel can do nothing. Any attempts to sway opinions or create controversy have no impact. The locker room isn't listening anymore. The contrast couldn't be starker. Sanders methodical, focused, and respected. Gabriel outdated, disruptive, and irrelevant. And while the media clings to drama and the ghosts of last year, Sanders continues building influence, control, and momentum. Week 1 isn't about speculation, it's about reality, and reality has already chosen a leader. For Cleveland, the message is clear. The noise outside the building is meaningless. Sanders owns the quarterback room, Gabriel's schemes are dead, the Browns are moving forward, and anyone who doubts it hasn't been watching closely enough. Everything inside that Cleveland facility tells the real story. Shedeur Sanders isn't just a quarterback showing up. He's a force reshaping the room, earning respect, and claiming control. Week 1 isn't a question, it's a statement. The doubters, the media, the rival quarterbacks, even Dylan Gabriel's schemes, all of it fades against Sanders' relentless focus and influence. The Browns aren't just choosing a starter, they're witnessing the rise of a leader who commands with presence, not headlines. And as the season unfolds, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. Shedeur Sanders isn't just playing football, he's rewriting the rules of who runs the show.